Heck no, man. Heck nah. We are here past midnight. It is Friday, 12-something a.m. in the morning in Vancouver. And there was an article posted on Swedish media website sportbladet.se that says that Patrik Allvin has been fired by the Vancouver Canucks. Now, this was published at 7:47. I'm going to assume that's a.m. in the morning. Sweden, of course, is not following Pacific Standard Time, so what time is it in Sweden? Let's just take a look at that right here. Okay, so this article was posted at about 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Thursday night, but about 7 a.m. Friday morning in Sweden. And based off of what is being written about here, Swedish general manager Patrik Allvin will leave his position with the Canucks. Last season's miserable results give the owners no other option but to replace the management. He became the first Swedish GM in the NHL, but it was a roller coaster ride for the Vancouver Canucks. And on Thursday evening, local time in Canada, the owners agreed to dismiss Allvin, according to information from Sportbladet. This season, the Vancouver Canucks were at the bottom of the NHL, and it won't be an option for Alvine to lead a rebuilding effort for the Canadian team. Alvine, 51, started out as a scout for Montreal 25 years ago. He then moved to Pittsburgh and advanced in the organization. In 2022, he became the GM of the Vancouver Canucks. So, that's it. It's an article published on a Swedish media website that says that Allvin has been fired. Obviously, it's the dead of night right now, and I'm not really gonna waste any time. I want to upload this video as soon as I can, even if it's 1:30 a.m., whatever, in the morning, because, hey, reports going out there saying that Patrik Allvin is fired. I'm not saying it's absolutely confirmed or that we have official details. I'm just saying that it's being reported out here. So if Patrik Allvin ends up keeping his job, and by the time tomorrow, or should I say later today, rolls around, the guy is still the GM of the Vancouver Canucks, then you can go out there and start lambasting this article for giving us the info. I'm just sitting here responding to it, man. Let's go out there and read some commentary from Canucks fans, courtesy of the r/Canucks subreddit. This was posted about on that forum when it was announced too. If it's true, the Canucks fired the guy who makes the least decisions out of the big three. The team is cooked under this ownership group. Who was responsible for going after guys like Zadorov, Cole, Lindholm in the year we had a solid run? Because whoever that was is competent. It's all fallen apart since, but not all of it was in their hands. Yeah, most of Allvin's moves early were fine. It just feels like he made a bunch of boneheaded moves recently in an attempt to stop Quinn Hughes from leaving. Another reply says that Allvin's off-season moves after the playoff run backfired. The attempt to moneyball with the signings ended up with some real duds that didn't move the needle, like Desharnais, Heinen, and given his recent injury concerns, Derek Forbort. The Miller trade was a lose-lose for both camps, and yeah, his hands were tied at that point, with Miller basically becoming a time bomb that went off. That said, they really bungled things by immediately shipping the pick they got from Marcus Pettersson, trying to do a Hronek 2.0 trade, except it wasn't nearly worth their time. Filipito's health was almost certainly not going to end up well, and the jury is out on Mancini. Reserving judgment on the Hughes trade until after seeing what the Canucks do with the pick, and how the three young players we got back do for the next few years. Well, you also have to remember the fact that it wasn't Patrik Allvin that did the Quinn Hughes trade anyway. That was Jim Rutherford's job, because Patrik had a lot on his plate. Another reply says, a part of me feels bad for Allvin for taking the fall for all of Rutherford's tough decisions. If this is true, thank goodness. He definitely didn't help with the culture, but it won't mean anything until JR goes to a senior home and Aqua sells the team. He was a symptom, but not the cause. If you think Aqua is leaving, you haven't been paying attention. Oh, I'm very much aware, but it doesn't make what I said any less true. Chef has served his last meal in the Canucks kitchen. If true, happy days, even though Rutherford should be shown the door too. Am I the only one who thinks he shouldn't leave right now? His thing is scouting, which is what the Canucks need to do really well for the next little while. Yeah, it seems a bit reactionary, especially when Jim Rutherford is the real puppet master. Now, I actually was thinking about this same thing as well. I was like, okay, well, if Patrik Allvin is going to get kicked out now, what's going to happen at the draft? Wasn't that Patrik Allvin's main bread and butter? Wasn't that the emphasis that he built his career off of, being a pro scout, or not a pro scout, an amateur scout, and developing those skills to spot talent from a mile away? You are reading too much into someone's skill set, Thorazin said. They have a whole department. It's not just him going to games. I'm pretty sure Ryan Johnson was also scouting with him. Media all over has been saying that Allvin has been scouting like crazy lately, and that the Canucks still think he is a strong talent evaluator. Seems like a bad choice to fire the GM right before arguably the most important draft in franchise history. We have seen time and time again across the league where GMs are fired preceding the draft, and the team's drafts become a dud. I'm not happy with this move. They should have fired Foote and replaced him with a development-first coach, and reevaluated at the start of next season with Allvin. Another reply said, yeah, I'm with you. I think Allvin's trades were reasonable. Didn't the owner say he trusted JR and Allvin to go through a rebuild? Most of the fan base has already bought into it, including myself. What was this decision based on? Missing the playoffs? Hiring Foote to keep Quinn, which neither worked? Not trading JT fast enough? Signing Petey? Only 2 short years ago he was the GM of the year. This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, that was the problem. Allvin. Not the guy that he was directly taking orders from, and not the guy that his boss was taking orders from. Nope, it was Allvin's fault for all of this. So, yeah, there are a number of interesting responses from Canucks fans discussing the alleged firing of Patrik Allvin. I am going to publish this video on YouTube, and we're going to leave it up for as long as the night goes on for. If Allvin is still the Vancouver Canucks general manager by this time 12 hours from now, then okay, maybe we'll go out there and make some changes, who really knows. But if the guy actually is fired first thing Friday morning, then I guess we're just gonna leave the video up, right? That makes sense, I think. Patrik Allvin fired by the Vancouver Canucks almost immediately after the season ends, and before the draft too. That would certainly be a take, wouldn't it be? But Sportbladet, obviously they're a Swedish website. Allvin is a Swedish dude, so there is going to be an emphasis on Swedish stories around the NHL. This has not been reported by anywhere on the Vancouver beat, though. I mean, why would it be? It's midnight right now. So, yeah, Daily Hive said that Allvin's job might be safe. That was 2 weeks ago. Kyprios said 2 days ago Allvin could be out. The Canucks are keeping Allvin from Pacific North Hockey yesterday. And then you have a whole bunch of YouTube videos, silly videos, talking about whether or not the guy could be out. So with all that said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about this alleged news that Allvin got fired late in the AM? Okay, no, not the AM. The article was posted at 10-something p.m. Vancouver time at night, so thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.